Hello dear Taurus, I will tell you today's horoscope for September 23rd, 2024. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello dear Taurus, I will tell you today's horoscope. Unscheduled trips could occur on this day, probably some work. If you have chosen to begin a journey today, then there is good news for you, as it will be an unforgettable experience and you will start this trip very well. Don't stop enjoying everything that the world has to offer you, Taurus. Subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any video. You feel capable of achieving any goal and you can do it. You will have many economic joys regarding certain businesses that you have underway. At work, you must follow your intuition to make the right decisions. You have the feeling of wasting time professionally speaking, but it is something temporary. On this day, you will have very good family relationships. Enjoy the moment. In love, live the present to the fullest and you will enjoy very good moments. If you want, you will find time to enjoy the company of your loved ones. If you want to enjoy good health, try to buy healthier and more balanced food, you will feel good and look better. You will have a lot of positive energy and you will feel fabulous, you will not be able to complain about your health. The stars are very well placed. When we look at the stars and look for the beautiful and brilliant planet Venus, your ruler, among them, we find it in opposition to the moon on that day, an aspect that tends to make you very sensitive with a romantic tone that inspires you and also inspires others. However, you should be warned that it also tends to impress you a lot if you hear something you don't like. In that case, your reactions can cause you a certain tone of sadness and also restlessness. On the other hand, due to a sextile of your ruler Venus with Chiron, the circumstances around you begin to change and it is necessary for you to change with them, since it is precisely these emotions that can cause or direct you, rather, in a new sentimental direction. And speaking of feelings, in love, with the movement of the moon and the fire element, your inner life is enriched and certain concerns take a back seat. It is time to concentrate more on your heart's affairs and not let material worries prevent you from enjoying the happiness that is now knocking at your door. In health, the throat and neck are the weak points of your sign. Take good care of your vocal cords, do not force them by raising your voice or shouting, because your pharynx is very delicate now. At the same time, protect yourself from the effects of the weather and do not leave the house without protection. Pay attention to the state of your oral cavity. If you have not been to the dentist in a long time, it is better to do so. Chew your food more carefully and watch what you eat. Try to rest more today and not endanger your health. Avoid all possible harmful factors. At work, you will feel inspired to do something new, and if you are an unemployed Taurus, the news you are receiving is more than encouraging. It is your time to send job applications, conduct interviews, and do everything related to your work activity. Today, more than ever, you will need creative self-expression. Strive to remain financially stable, your work activity will do quite well and you will not change your occupation and fortune. There is very good news for you. As you receive a late payment, a business is normalized and you feel in control of your financial life again, with nothing and no one interfering in it. The sign of Taurus gives people born under its calm and patient nature a sense of appreciation for the beautiful and pleasant things in life. People born under this sign are often quite introverted and like to keep their distance, even from their best friends. However, the reason for this is not their arrogance, but their inability to talk about their problems with anyone. They are very conservative, which is reflected in their behavior. It is not possible to say that they are against anything modern, but they insist on high-quality materials, perfect design, and especially on values. This also includes the fact that these people need the feeling of security for their happiness and use everything to help them feel this way. They know the value of things and property, and they go to great lengths to obtain them because they also want their children to enjoy this security. If these people seem selfish, it is a misconception because they themselves are very modest, but they are motivated by the idea that their family has to get the best. Emotional and family support is also important to them. They take good care of their children and are attentive to older family members without feeling like they are making sacrifices. Someone hopes that from today you feel a little more at home, even though you have many people far away. Take things slowly, because sometimes, slowly, you observe and settle better what is around you. Don't forget to express what is going on in you, Taurus. Subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any video. Don't wait for your partner to demand attention or complain about broken promises. Be proactive and anticipate their needs and desires, even if you don't always get it right. It's also a good time to take stock of your life and evaluate whether you are on the right track. Avoid abusing energy drinks like coffee, as they can affect your blood pressure and heart health. Instead, opt for natural solutions like tea infusions or an apple to get energy without side effects. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us make them even better by becoming a sponsor of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help, we will continue to grow. It took Michelangelo 4 years to finish the Sistine Chapel. Imagine him lying on his back, hanging precariously while creating a masterpiece. Hopefully, he wasn't so pressed for time that he couldn't come down for tea. Hopefully, his patron was understanding and didn't have to meet terrible deadlines. It wasn't a task to be rushed, it needed to be given as much time as necessary. Your current task may not be as physically demanding, but it is important. Take the time you need, Taurus. Your horoscope tells us that this waxing moon in your 10th house will bring you a break from the anguish you are going through, thanks to the recognition of the dedication you have given to understanding the collective goals of the projects you are involved in. The direct energy of your ruler Venus in the fire element floods your Taurus horoscope with an enthusiastic touch. This is a time of wonder, surprises, and revelations of all kinds. Take advantage of the conditions that are presenting themselves and do not hesitate if you want to experience something different in your love life. The moon in the 10th house encourages you to achieve your goals and work hard for what you want. Good fortune will accompany you in everything you do, so you should take advantage of this period to ensure your stability when more difficult times come. A wave of vitality surrounds you, and what you want to do, you can achieve. Your mind is active and awake, ready to conquer, say the right thing, and take initiatives. If you are confused and do not know exactly what to do when faced with a new emotional situation, do not wait for other people's decisions and act yourself, although always with great tact. With Neptune in retrograde, you could make indiscretions. The heart clouds your thoughts, so it is better to let time pass before making emotional decisions motivated by passing passions that you will later regret. Don't hold on to relationships or be blinded by beauty and novelty. Medical problems associated with the spine are overcome with good shoes, as well as a suitable bed. If you are suffering from back pain, do not immediately resort to pills, try other treatments. You should be alert to all kinds of ailments that may affect your heart, lungs, and circulatory system. Check your blood pressure and visit a specialist in a timely manner to prevent major problems. It is a good day to leave home to look for a job if you do not have one, or ask for a raise at work, and above all, to not be discouraged by an initial rejection that could arise. Learn to love your job so that it becomes your second home. Do not let your character make you have bad times that affect the work environment and shake the position that you worked so hard to obtain. There is very good news for you, related to your financial life, since now you are beginning an upward cycle, slowly but surely, in which the gains will be greater than the losses, and soon the balance will tip in your favor with money that will arrive at the most opportune moment. The important thing is that you invest it sensibly. At this moment, you yourself are your best business and your most profitable investment, so you must trust in your abilities and in the sure success of your projects. Do not push yourself beyond your limits, since in the long run this can delay you instead of helping you. If you have been thinking daily for a few days about a project that you want to start, but you have doubts about it, Taurus, try to reach a conclusion as soon as possible, because perhaps when you decide to do it, the opportunity will have already passed you by. Try not to let it slip away. Today, someone who trusts you a lot will give you the option to participate in a work matter because they think you are the most suitable person. Show them that you appreciate this gesture, even if you reject it due to a time constraint or because it does not interest you at the moment. Taurus, do not waste too much time accepting someone who has recently come into your life and who has made you regain your hope. Put aside that fear of making a mistake that paralyzes you every day and today decide to try. Taurus and Leo, compatibility of signs in love, friendship, and work. Is your sign compatible with that of your partner? Do you want to set up a business and would you like to know your compatibility with your partner? Is your sign compatible with that of your friends? The compatibility of Taurus and Leo depends on certain factors. Their relationships tend to be complicated and each one has to do their part to ensure that harmony reigns. Taurus wants to be calm, comfortable, and restful, but only coincides with Leo on the second point. He is attracted to the creativity and confidence that Leo gives off, but he fears his egocentrism. Leo, on the other hand, is captivated by Taurus' sensuality and also likes his tenacity, but is put off by his fears, stubbornness, and fear of opening up to the world. Taurus and Leo in love. Taurus and Leo share a common trait, and that is that they both exude nobility through all their pores and have a big heart. From the start, they are attracted to each other, especially because each has what the other lacks. In this first contact, lightning-fast love affairs and first-rate infatuations can arise. Let's say that they are the ideal couple for passionate stories, but Leo avoids commitment and Taurus, after an initial stage, will be afraid of chaining himself forever to the impulsive Leo. Taurus and Leo disagree on one essential issue, and that is commitment. Taurus belongs to a sign that pursues stability of all kinds and, therefore, wants to commit or even get married, while Leo lives relationships day by day, without thinking too much about the future. He does not particularly like commitment and much less marriage. Aries and Leo have fidelity in common. When they are with someone, they will be loyal to this person, but while Taurus will maintain their position, Leo will at some point miss their precious freedom and want to get it back. In order not to reach this extreme, Taurus must ensure that Leo has a good time. Having a good life is a common point, something that Taurus and Leo aspire to. If they achieve this consensus, they will be able to achieve happiness and make their union last a long time. Today will be a day in which you will have to concentrate much more on what you do, Taurus. It is very important that you do not let the small mistakes that you could be making go by, just because you find it difficult to see the positive side of what is happening in your life. If you are facing obstacles or feeling unmotivated, remember that mistakes are not failures, but opportunities to learn and improve. Everything in life has a purpose, and sometimes what seems like a stumble is just a way to redirect you towards something better. If today you find that someone is helping you in some way, don't forget to thank them. Gratitude is a powerful energy that connects you with the good things in life. A day for intimacy in all its aspects. Today is a good day to delve deeper into your closest relationships and take a moment for yourself. Intimacy not only refers to romantic relationships, but also to your relationship with yourself. Sometimes we forget how important it is to give ourselves a little affection and personal care. Do something that makes you feel good, whether it's changing your look, buying something you've wanted for a while, or simply pampering yourself in some way. You know that you enjoy the little luxuries, and today is a good day to give yourself that treat without feeling guilty. Although you are a person who tends to be very careful with money and prefers to save rather than squander it on unnecessary things, do not confuse being thrifty with the need to accumulate wealth just to have more. Money, although important, is a resource that we must know how to enjoy. If you are in a good financial situation right now, which is very likely given that the stars are favoring you, do not hesitate to treat yourself to a luxury or give a special gift to someone you love. Sometimes, spending on things that bring us happiness or that improve the lives of those around us is an investment in our own happiness. Also, if there is something in your home that needs repair, such as a broken stopcock or an appliance that does not work well, today is a good day to fix it. These small things, when not taken care of, can become big headaches later on. It is better to prevent and maintain order in your environment. Personal news: today you might find out that someone is interested in you, even though you hadn't noticed before. It's never a bad thing to meet new people, especially if you're single, as this person could be a good addition to your life. Don't miss the opportunity to open your heart to new friendships or even a possible love relationship. It's very likely that right now you're not paying enough attention to your inner voice, and that may be making you feel somewhat empty. This doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, you've simply stopped focusing on what you really want and the goals you set for yourself in the past. Don't let routine or problems make you forget what you dreamed of achieving. Today is a good time to reconnect with those dreams and make up for lost time. It's never too late to try again. If you don't have a partner, be careful not to let envy lead you into the wrong relationship. Love should not be born out of resentment or as a form of revenge. If you feel attracted to someone who was with someone who has unresolved issues with you, it's important to analyze whether your feelings are genuine or influenced by pride. Remember, true love is not born from a desire to compete or hurt others. Always act from the heart, not from the ego. If you think love is not for you, you're wrong, Taurus. We all deserve love in our lives, whether in the form of a partner, friendships, or the love we feel for our family and loved ones. If you already have a partner, today is a good day to remind them how important they are to you. Sometimes, we focus too much on material gifts and forget that what matters most is presence, quality time, and affection. While gifts are a nice way to express love, they should not replace the time you spend with that person. Starting today, I recommend that you focus on spending more time together, talking, sharing, and strengthening the emotional connection. Today, passion will be a central theme in your love life. Don't let the spark go out. Remember that the inner fire responds to both physical and emotional needs. If you already have a partner, take advantage of this day to experiment more in your relationship, surprise, and let the romance flow freely. When you go to your workplace, you could find a pleasant surprise. Luck is on your side, and you could receive news or a message that helps you improve your income. Don't pass up the opportunity to try something new, something that can give you a better quality of life. In addition, it is a good time to build more stable and solid work relationships. If you haven't talked much with your coworkers until now, today is a good day to start doing so. Strong work relationships will open new doors for you and help you advance in your career. Don't forget that your sexuality is also part of your overall health. Making love is a wonderful exercise that not only improves your heart and muscle tone, but also strengthens your immune system. In addition, it connects you in a deep way with the most important person in your life at this moment. Today is a good day to put this advice into practice and enjoy the benefits it brings with it. Taurus does not believe that the things that have been happening are a sign to improve, to change, to let it have something good and much more positive. You do not have to forget what you have learned, read people a little more, and stay with the good that you are going through. Taurus recognizes that many things that he has done in his life are related to the things that have happened to him along the way. It is positive for you to think about the things that will turn out better for you now, especially because you know that the path is complex, but you will overcome it. Do not undermine your ability to work well and concentrate very much on the goals you have at this moment, Taurus. You know that you can achieve certain things in your life that will make you very happy. The signs of deterioration that your body may show should be something to worry about, especially when they are health-related. Continue taking care of yourself, now more than before. The things that others have taught you help you understand much more about what the path can bring you, so don't forget the valuable lessons you've learned. Today you have Venus in your 7th house of relationships making an opposition to Uranus in your 1st house of personality. This transit is complicated and explosive since it can generate a lot of passion and intimate connection or make you fall into arguments and fights due to misunderstandings. It is a day to pay close attention to your relationships since the energy puts you in a situation with a high risk of exploding and permanently breaking up the relationship. If the tension is managed well, it can be very beneficial. Today, love is going to be a headache for you, as the transit between Venus and Uranus demands action. It's not time to stay at home and do nothing, it's time to seek out others and connect with them in a deep way. The energy is calling for action and you have to listen to it. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.